Hello there. We are back for another Avatar: The Last Airbender traditional draft. Legend of Kurik is scrying, then drawing twice, and then bringing a 4/3 creature that can't be blocked, or he can be blocked, but he creates 1/1 creatures that can't be blocked whenever you cast a spell. Any spell, not a non-creature spell, any spell. So we'll take that. I've been meaning to try out the War Balloon in a red deck, especially a red-blue deck, to see if it's any good. But this has just got to be too good. Some of the Mythic Sagas are great. I mean, I don't love a 4-mana draw, but the Scry will produce value by the time you have 4 mana, and 4/3 that just needs me to cast a spell once it's on the board to create bodies is great. Forecasting Fortune Teller or Aang here. What do we want to do? We know blue-white can be good. We can make unblockable spirit tokens our synergy. Let's look at what might wheel from the draft. Okay, we can't see that in 17 Lands yet, and I forget what was there. So, Forecasting Fortune Teller is a possibility. Accumulating Wisdom, unfortunately, does not trigger the draw effects. When you cast a lesson spell. I think just stick blue. These things have been nice, to be honest. They've been very nice. Is that right? This is much more likely to wheel than Aang, I feel. Okay, not Earthen Ally. Now it's going to be hard to take a blue card here because Accumulate Wisdom is not great. Cadal is not what we want to be doing. Let's take a Corrupt Court Official. Sold Out is the other option here, but we already have a 4-mana card, and there is better removal than this in this set. We're making clues off Forecasting Fortune Teller, and then we're drawing off Legend of Kurik already. So although the clue token attached to this removal is nice, I think we want to solidify our early drops. Grand Gran is more of a possibility in a controlling blue-black or blue-white deck than most of the red-blue decks we've ended up drafting her in. Discard a draw, as long as we have 3 or more lessons. For water bending, we can end up with some lessons off draw spells, but Path to Redemption is here. What do we want to take? Maybe just Gran here. Stick white instead of flip-flop in our second color here. The Pox Bears would fit into either blue-white or blue-black. We'll try out Gran here. I'm still not sold on her. Take another Forecasting Fortune Teller. Razor Rings is here. Land is here. And now we see a water bending lesson. So we can only do so much drawing, but I do like that this is a lesson for Gran. We can water bend with her as well. This is made weaker by the fact that I don't think I ever want to run more than one in a deck that has the water bending scroll. And now we have no black cards that are actually really playable here besides Azula. Vindictive Wardens I don't think is what we're doing in this kind of deck, where we're sitting back. We could just take a 3-mana 3/3 for the curve. We have no white cards though, so guess we'll take Azula. And what do Lo and Lee twin tutors do? Search your library for a lesson card. Put it into our hand. It's very understated though. 5 mana 2/2. We could go fetch a Forecasting Fortune Teller, but we're spending 5 mana to then go get a 4 mana draw spell that also needs you to waterbend twice afterwards. So I think we'll just take the blue card for maybe signaling presence here. The War Balloon Wield. Okay. What if we are red blue? Is the War Balloon any good? It's hard to tell. I mean, Boomy Bash is not great. Are we? Rebellious Captives is probably the best card here. Octopus Form is not something we don't want to do with our Saga once it transforms, but the other creatures we don't really want to protect, so I'm regretting picking it already, honestly. We'll take a Cat Owl, or maybe just a land here. Get a Cat Owl later. Get this. I'm not taking 2 blows right now. That thing is just awful. 5 mana to exile a card, and then giving your opponent replacement for it with a glue token is just not where we want to be. You may waterbend 10. You control target opponent. If this additional cost of space, you control that player. I lost this actually. The opponent paid the full 14 mana for this and then killed us in the air. We were at 1 life and they just needed to poke through 1 more damage in the air. So this actually killed us. That being said, it's pretty unplayable. Earth Kingdom Jailer I've come down on. Is it maybe just Guru? A Lesson, Saga, or Shrine. We're not going to have shrines, but we have a pretty powerful Saga we want to go grab. And a Lesson here. Probably more lessons for Grand. So let's cut Geyser Leaper and let's take Guru. North Pole Patrol is great in these blue control decks. Airbending Lesson is maybe the next best card. And from this pack, we maybe wheel a playable, but I'm not thrilled by the rest of it. There's another waterbending lesson. We would grab it. Or we could try to pick up. That's another board wipe. But total power 4 or less, and then all other creatures. So it's only power 4 or greater it kills. I don't think we have a bunch of room for stuff like this, but this is blue. We don't have a waterbending scroll yet. We do fetch it with the Guru. So I may regret this over the Ruffians if we are going to be black. Let's pick it here. Benevolent River Spirit is great. We'll take that. If we're making clue tokens, which we are with our 2 Forecasting Fortune Tellers, then Deadly Precision is better. Corrupt Court Official also makes it nicer. Benevolent River Spirit's more like a 4 or 5 drop. Watery Grasp is cheap removal. We'll take it. We need it. Rowdy Snowballers is bad. Honest Work is, I think, the worst or close to the worst removal in the set. So we will pass. We'll put our removal in a little pile over here. Our do nothing draw spells will go here. And how many lessons do we have? 1, 2. We hope to get more lessons, I guess. We'll take a first-time flyer over the peddlers. We're not necessarily sacrificing a whole lot in blue-black. Okay, well, Lost Days I feel better about. If you have Firebending to cast it in these solar decks where you have to pay 5 mana, it can be rough. Messenger Hawk is also not great, but it is a body, and it does create a clue token for waterbending and fit our curve. Guru can put counters on it as well. So let's cut the cat out. 4-drop slot is looking pretty heavy. Octopus form, go over here. And our removal is looking pretty slim right now. We're going to need more removal if we're going to play a slower, more control-y deck. What is the rare? I'm curious. 4 lands with different names. Reveal them. You put 2 in the graveyard and 2 go into the battlefield tap. So not great. You can very easily not hit 2. We're not going to take another Gren here. We'll take a Kyoshi Battle Fan. As we can equip it to flyers. For the sideboard, we could take a Idle Quencha or Giant Koi, but hope not to play either of them. Or we could take the gems. We'll take Idle Quencha in case we see some bomb that we need to counter. I think for curve purposes, we take Vindictive Warden, even though it's not great in our deck, over the Flexible Wall Defender. Not much we can use the Firebending mana for. Can't use it for Octopus form, can really only use it for half of Azula's Always Lies. I doubt we play that. It's unplayable to me. Could we give up our black? Right now it's just Corrupt Court Official and Azula. How crazy about these? Well, this Azula is a reason to stay black, right? Firebending 2, 5 mana. When you enter, target opponent exiles a non-token creature they control. During your turn, we get to cast them. For any color mana. So, looks like we are black. After saying that, you know, we didn't have much. And this helps bridge our removal. Yeah, I guess we could take Otter Penguin, even though we don't have tons of ways to draw extra cards. Grand to Fortune Tellers and a Messenger Hawk. It can bait out removal early. And so it might be the pick here, but I think Katara fits our curve nicely. And outvalues our Penguin. This is going to be awkward if we're using it mostly as a blocker. June's alright. There is enchantment removal, so I don't mind having a copy of June. I wouldn't mind if that wheeled. I think we take Katara and then hope Otter Penguin, June, or Abandoned Attachments wheel. The Foggy Swamp is just not going to be something we are going to want to play. Professor Zay. We can discard and draw. Return an instant or sorcery by sacking him. I am kind of curious about him. Double blue would be tricky to play. I think it might just be better to play the Earth Village Ruffians and have the board stabilized than this guy. Right, we're not getting that much off drawing and discarding. We have no Otter Penguins. And we already have Loot or Rummage or whatever it's called with Gran. We will take removal here for sure. stuff to sack. We have the Koshi Battle Fan, the 1/1 it makes, the Corrupt Court Official, or Clue tokens to sack for Deadly Precision. So we will pick more up if they are available. This is a lesson for Gran. Gran's not doing that much for us if we get the 3 lessons in the graveyard, but we have no water pending scroll, so let's take this. I mean, it's not going to be a Guana Parrot, and I do not want to play Hog Monkey. It will help with first time flyer as well. I wasn't thinking about that, but Zao is playable in our deck, but I'm not thrilled by it. We want more removal. I think I'd rather take a 2-drop. Another Otter Penguin or another Guru? Guru has 3 lessons to hit now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops. Otter Penguin might have been correct there, but we get another one here anyways. Cute card art, but not a good card. I think also not a good card. Another Otter Penguin over a Vindictive Warrior. Another Otter Penguin, okay. Guana Parrot will not be played unless something goes tragically wrong. Octopus form was looking awkward, but now we do have Guru to protect, Azula to protect, and our Saga once it eventually flips over to be a creature. And Benevolent River Spirit as well. If they pay the 2 ward, and then we get to Octopus form, that's pretty sweet. Wow, second to last pick, Airbending, or basically last pick because there's a land in there. Misty Palm Oasis. Okay, removal is low, interaction is low. We have a lot of Otter Penguins. We could just cut all 3 of those, to be honest. Azula. Kind of combat trick, kind of removal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Benevolent River Spirit is more like here. I don't think we cut this. Oh, wow, this is really all we have in removal. So, we did have an opportunity to take that 4 mana. Well, this is also removal. We'll put Azula. Well, we don't get to choose what they remove, so maybe it's better to just look at it like that. Alright, this is the deck. More islands than swamps, 10-8. Seems about right. Let's check to see if we have any sort of removal. Maybe we could run the counter spell, but we'll leave that as a sideboarding option for now. Get into it. So this deck is a little awkward because it's a fun deck with not very much removal, but we have that can win the game on their own. Essentially, we just need to play cards that they either exile or create 1/1s with the Saga. Basically, yeah. Only 1 land. We have to mulligan this. Yep. This. 3. We could do a land. No, a land is so greedy, right? We can guarantee we play the Legend of Kurik. Should we keep our removal or toss our removal? Yeah, let's just toss our removal actually. We don't have anything we want to sack without the Messenger Hawk, so goodbye to removal. And North Pole Patrol will be able to untap and tap for the double blue even if we don't draw an island. And there are 2 drop, that's nice. Green red. I don't know that we have played green red yet. Green red white. No water bending scroll, what it was. But we'll try and win off Legend of Kurik here. Ooh, and Azula. Those are our 2 most powerful cards. Alright, well, we attack here with Big Fires and get out removal. It seems like he has nothing instant speed. Well, that's a pretty good situation for Azula. Target exiles a non-token creature they control, which is just the Rough Rhino Cavalry. And if she dies, I think we still get to cast it, right? Or did her effect go away? Her effect probably goes away. Well, they don't get their creature back. Oh yes, well. 1, 2, tapped, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana because these are tapped. 6 mana. We can do this and the Legend of Kurik. Oh, firebending 2. We could have done something funky there. For 6, we'll attack, but we don't have a way to keep her alive, so we'll just play this. Forecasting fine. So what we should have done there is what? Attack? Try and use the firebending? No, he has a 5/5. He could have tapped his creature for 3 mana. Had 3 mana left, got 2 from firebending, and flashed in his Rhino Cavalry. And done it for our line was also okay though, getting the Legend of Kurik down. But we could potentially lose out on value by not casting his other Rough Rhino Cavalry. The upside of this line, though, we get our stinky little Kurik out quicker. Not stinky, I mean it's pretty powerful. Okay, so he's playing here to Earthbend for 5. Scry 2. Do we want a land here? 4, 6, 7. So we'll have 6, 7, 8, 10 mana, 5. Yeah. Be able to play Messenger Hawk and Kyoshi Battle Fan. 10 I remove a nice counter when he has no ice counters. After 30 mana, sacrifice it, create a 20/20 flying indestructible. Okay, well. 4 damage to attacking creature? Question mark. He doesn't have double red to pump, so he's got only 3 power blockers. If he can flash some allies out here. This looks like just a chump though. If he can flash some allies out, the earthen ally will be stronger. 2 damage. Okay, let's flash out the final cavalry now then. That's fine. Azula did great. Let's throw out the messenger hawk. And the battle thing. We could have attacked with the first time flyer. So how close was he to earthbending for 5? This is all colors and 2 mana, so 7. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. You need 1 more color. That's fine. 3, 6, 7. He can afford to exhaust and make a 7. His fire sages once. Be a 3. Deadly precision. Move this, create a 1/1. I guess let's attack first, right? With the 5/5 and the flyers, we can draw. Say that the okay position. Attack with at least our flyers and our 5/5. Crack our clue token here actually with the mana from our firebending. It's really his firebending, we're just borrowing it. What's he holding up? Just the land and the fire station? cycle is not gonna do it. So I assume we'll go grab this last color, which is swamp. Scry. This is fine. Both, you know, it probably doesn't matter, but if it did, we get rid of Azula, maybe. Good job. I think the next match is going to be harder. We happen to draw very quickly into our very two best cards. Our rare Azula and our mythic rare, Legend of Kurik. He is trying to do a multicolor thing where he earthbends. So we want something that can kill the earthbend ally. He's got big, powerful cards too, so it'll quench him might be okay. Maybe we cut a water bending lesson or a grand. For it'll quench it even though we're on the draw here. Okay, yeah, fabulous. Both colors. Azula in hand. The Ruffians, we can't cast Azula until we get another swamp. But if we don't play them for a while, it's still okay. Ooh, Fire Sage's turn 2 is scary. Messenger Hawk will give us 2 bodies that we can waterbend with. So if we play Messenger Hawk next turn, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana off bodies and artifacts, creatures and artifacts, and we'll have this, so we should be able to cast it regardless of whether we hit a land or not. Okay, play out the swamp, and I guess that I do agree with this. Alright, the only thing we see from this card right here. Oh, I guess we already got the swamp. I guess we do want to see a land, right? One more, exactly one more. Playing Azula early is going to be worth it. So typically I think I toss lands there and say 4 is good enough. If we naturally draw a land that we didn't scry into, then that's alright. Otherwise we get playables with just about everything in our deck. I think the only thing we have that costs 5 CMC is already in our hand, our Azula Cunning Usurper. But we want to fill it out. So. Okay, nothing is big enough to attack. There we go. Let's play Azula. Let's see what he gets rid of. This is better pre-combat if he chooses to do his Earth Rumble Wrestlers. I assume he won't, though. I assume he'll give us the Fire Sages. And then we can attack if he does give us the Fire Sages. So we attack just with our Benevolent River Spirit. Alright, why is he not a 4-power creature? As long as you control a land creature or a land enter the battlefield end of your turn. Okay, so he'll only be pumped during his turn until he earthbends. Yeah, we're just gonna take 8. This turns on another Fire Nation Raider. Oh well. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Well, I guess we want to draw a land. So let's crack this first. If we do crack a land, we could play Guru. No, we'll play the Fire Sages, so let's do this. Now we can drop Azula Always Lies and Fire Sages off the Firebending mana. Let's attack with everything but Forecasting Fortune Teller. Alright, well, Azula is going to shrink his guy. 4/4, make Azula 5/5. We'll win combat. Let's throw out Fire Sages. And make a discard something with Corrupt Court Official. Chump this Fire Nation Raider. No, we don't have to chump. We can just trade. And then we'll hit back for 4. Yeah, a lot. We miss out on the Firebending value, but we're pretty far ahead. At this point, we'll draw above the Hawk, swing for a lethal, even if he's got 1 removal spell. Well, draw your Azula Cunning Usurper every turn, or every game, and have your opponent unable to remove her before you play multiple cards with her, and you should be fine. I mean, we only played one card with her, but she won combat off her fire bending mana. We played that 2/2 that traded for us 4/2, and she attacked in as a 5/5, so that's pretty sweet. I think she may actually be better than our Mythic Rare Saga, but they're both very, very powerful. Wow, that's a lot of lands. But, like, there's nothing to drop. I guess we do random. Well, there we go. Now we do have 3/4. And exactly better position if he plays something nasty. $36, $39, $41. He's playing 41 cards. Now, what do we need for Benevolent River Spirit? Well, 4 mana. It's technically 7 mana with water bending. 4 mana from 3 mana from creatures and clue tokens. So if he doesn't remove anything, and even if he removed our Village Ruffians, we'd replace it with another body, we can cast Benevolent River Spirit next turn. Okay, there's a lesson for Guru. I think it's going to be better to first play our Benevolent. It blocks everything, and it'll scry so that we could either push to a Saga or a lesson with Guru. So Octopus form is there. What if we do this? What if we put the land up first? Reveal a lesson, Saga, or Shrine from among them. This would guarantee we get Octopus form. But I don't think it's worth it. If it was the Saga or more powerful lesson like Waterbending lesson, I think we do it. But I'm willing to maybe whiff with Guru to have a better shot at hitting that Saga. I wouldn't mind having protection for our Benevolent River Spirit, but looks like he's going to threaten to pump it with Prowess. +3/+1 would be enough to trade. He's actually unblockable. Okay, well, let's play Guru. We didn't need to do this pre-time. Oh, goodbye, Azula. Random order. Four or 5. He has 5 toughness worth of blockers. So we do attack here with just the Ruffians. Make it look like we have Octopus form. North Pole Patrol is here. We could do water bending with that, right? No, we're 1 mana short. Maybe it is better to put out North Pole Patrol. I know we have the less than that discard. And attack with our most damaging creatures. 2/4 blocks the 3/1 and the 2/2 and 7/9. Let's do this. He can draw a card now, but if he takes a turn off, we may kill him in the air pretty soon. 2-turn air clock, and Guru is going to be able to pump. We'll put full control, so it looks like we've got Octopus form. I guess we don't need to do that. We've got a clue. Correct. That does the same thing. And this is why we left that forecasting fortune teller back. +3/+1, that's fine. Oh, he doesn't. Straight up. Okay. Well. Let's attack with just our flyer. See what he has. Okay, that's pretty expensive to ship this guy. Yeah, we will draw him. And let's get closer to him. Make our Earth Village ruffians. Here we'll throw out. We have a lesson with 2/2 flyer. We can also. We want to be really mana efficient here. Deadly Precision kill his Katara. So, next turn, Fortune Teller. We'll make a clue token. We can tap that for the Benevolent River Spirit and play it, right? So 2 5 lands left over, and 1 we'll have to tap 1 creature or untap with North Pole Patrol. And the Vigilance on Iguana Parrot has been like basically not relevant because it shrinks back to a 2/2. You don't end up wanting to block with it anyway. Oops, that's not what we're trying to play. We're trying to play Mr. Forecasting Fortune Teller. You don't need to do this pre-combat. But it'll create a clue token that makes it look like we're playing that instant speed trick, and then I won't have to hold full control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we need to leave one of these creatures untapped. So let's do North Pole Patrol. Or send North Pole Patrol. I think Guru might have more value here. I guess Guru is safe from a single pump on Iguana Parrot, so that's a consideration. And tapping a creature is still potentially going to be valuable for us. Okay, so he'll grow to be a 4/4, and he'll eat our creature. If we shrunk him to be a 3/3 and grew ourselves to be a 3/4, that's fine. So 4/4 down to 3/3. Right. -1, +1. And we can do this as well. Well, actually, we want to do it on the first time flyer, right? So we're going to make a 3/4. He's going to make a 3/3. So we want to put this on the first time flyer. He could have something again, but then 2. Swamp. Okay. He has a North Pole Patrol of his own, that's how we need it. Let's do a little draw. So tap 3, 4, 5. He's dead. Most he can block is 3 damage. He takes 8. Okay. Well, actually, I got Grand right out here. Let's put it on Already have 3 lessons in the graveyard. Let's pitch a land. Alright, victory with the first match at least. So, the opponent is playing red, blue, and has green. What is the green for? We don't know yet. Serpent of the Pass, Katara, Lost Day. So he has more expensive spells. Iguana Parrot is not doing much. We should keep in mind that he has Octopus Form. And he must have some powerful green card if he's running these green lands and Aang's Journey to go fetch them. maybe it'd be worth running a counter. If he has some powerful green card that's coming out, that's gonna be real expensive. But I also don't hate the idea of just getting ahead on board while he moves slowly and winning that way. One land hand is not keepable, so we've got to pitch this right back. It's much more keepable. Goodbye, island. Figure we've got Turek that we want to play as soon as possible, but we're likely to draw land, and if we don't draw land in our first 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, we still have a clue to crack for it. Coward check, nice. Just takes it. Big scary. Mechanist, Aerial, Artisan is scary. He's going to make a bunch of clues, and they're going to be essentially minion flyers. Cave of 2 Lovers, we call that C. Earthbend 3. Ultimately, it'll create 3 bodies with 5/5 worth of stats, but it'll be slow. And we are going to play our Legend of Kurik. So we can crack the clue, we can threaten to attack with our Messenger Hawk, but he can turn a clue into 3/1 body and block if we do that. So let's just play Kurik, scry away lands, and get our 1/1 blockables going. Okay, goodbye. Is that going to do anything? It'll kill a 1/1. Kill a 1/1. I don't think that's good enough. Okay. So we're probably going to be killing the Mechanist with that Metal Explosive, sacking one of our clue tokens. We can draw first and use Waterbending 2 on our clue tokens before we use Deadly Precision, as long as we draw a swamp. Or I guess if we play an island first, we just leave a swamp untapped. We could block his first time flyer here, but if he has the +3/+1 clue, I think I would rather not take that trade. So let's just take 1 here. We owe him 1 free damage as well because he let us attack with our Forecasting Fortune Teller. Yikes. Okay, well, we can put it second from the top. So, Waterbending less than 2. We got Hawk attacking at least, and Deadly Precision to kill this Mechanist. I think it's better to kill that than the first time flyer. Kill the less clue. So we can attack for 5 here, but that's fine. We're gonna let it through. Kurik plus Court Official to get rid of one of his last 2 cards. Should be the play here, I think. We could play a first time flyer. We have a lesson in the graveyard. Actually, as I say that, I think that is what we should do. Ooh, yeah, we'll take a Benevolent River Spirit. No, let's do Corrupt Court Official. We're gonna want to chump the Serpent of the Pass. And if he plays all the playables from his hand next turn, we'll regret it. 1/2's not blocking anything besides the 1/1s, so we will get 3. Okay, easy 1/1 block there. 1/3 on the 1/1, and if he's got +3/+1 that he's been holding up. Hey, 4. We just need to live. And go full ahead. Try to. Watery Grasp is great. We will play that. On his Serpent. Does he have Octopus form? He does. Okay, well. Benevolent River Spirit. I think we want to leave the Messenger Hawk here, or just take 4 in the air. We can't take 4 in the air, so we've got to play this out. Or we've got to play the first time flyer, which is going to be a 2/3 blocker. Let's do that. One, two, 1, 2, 3. No attacks. And he has to top deck something here. Or else our Saga's gonna transform. We'll have to bring creature when he attacks. 5. I mean, he can top deck something with these clue tokens, though. Okay, so he doesn't have a non-creature spell, unless he's really next level mind gaming us here with his Iguana Parrot. We can't block like that. Block like that. If he had +3/+1, I would assume he'd be attacking with this 1/1 here as well. Threatened lethal with another creature. We're tapped out, so it would be totally correct. Play this and the Benevolent River Spirit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kyoshi Battlefan is free in terms of water bending. If we're going to play the Benevolent River Spirit, it costs 2 mana. But it gives us 2 bodies because we can tap the equipment or that, and we make a 1/1 that we can also water bend. So What if we do this? We make another body, so it's like -1. Let's pay 5. That. I think Katara's gonna stay paid here. That. And what's the other thing we're gonna have to leave? Tap creature. Or 3, I guess. Correct. The ruffians are fine, I guess. Now let's just survive. 1, 2, 3, 4 flyers. Does he get to choose the permanent to destroy when he attacks? Yep, he does. But we can tap... No, we can't. He killed our North Pole Patrol. Give him a 1/1. And this has what, lessons pumping it up? Non-creature, non-land cards. In your graveyard. There is a lesson card. He will draw a card when it dies. Play Katara. Let's play. I'm gonna say the ruffians. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I kill 1. We'll have 2 left over, so we do attack with 1. 1, 1. Oh, we should have tapped Katara. Oh well. We miss out on 1, 1, 1 counter there. But we have 1 more block. Ooh, everything's coming. It's gonna be Kurik or the Benevolent River Spirit he targets. I think the River Spirit is actually the correct target here. Maybe next turn will be... Kurik would be the next best target, but... Okay. It's a flyer. I don't have much money, so I think this second from the top. Blockers 4/5 on that. 1/2 chumping that. You just die though, right? Don't have enough flyers to block stuff. Well, if we block this thing, and he has 2 damage and we're dead, right? Yeah, just not enough flyers. Okay, we didn't play as tight as we could have, and we lost by just a little bit. Alright, I do like cutting a water bending lesson for Idle Quincha on the play here. He has plenty of expensive cards. It looks like 5 or 6 plus mana that we feel really good about countering with Idle Quincha if given the opportunity. And we can easily hold up 2 mana when we have clues that we can crack end of turn. Alright, Jeffy-tastic. Jeffy-tastic. Mr. Tastic. Alright, let's get back after it. Okay, we're on. Guru, good. We can hit our Saga. Play our flyer first. It's a better target for counters than the forecasting fortune teller. Tara, and if we don't hit a land here, then we'll probably be the forecasting fortune teller to make it clear. We'll also nicely block the Otter Penguin if he has removal for our Katara and doesn't turn it into 3 power unblockable. Okay, so he's got his green. It is going to be fortune teller time here. Here's we'll attack with our first time flyer, offer a trade here. Power off the board. I feel better. I think we're going to win the long game as long as we get to our Saga and or Azula. Okay, let's crack the token. Still around, although the court official would be nice. Yikes. Okay. Game's not over, but it is rough to be missing these lands. Pass. 5 mana pass. That's a little suspicious. Play first time flyer and Kyoshi. Water bending. Guess we'll attack with Katara. Get her tapped. If he gives us 2 1/1s, a 2/1 and a 1/1 by triple blocking. That's fine. If he has something in his hand, that's also fine. We can counter it potentially with it'll quench ya. Katara is big enough now with the counter to block his Earthbend 3. Wonder what he's doing with the 5 mana pass. He's got all 3 colors that I presume are in his deck. We haven't seen anything but red, blue, and the splash of green. Like Guru. If we get Octopus form, we can hold that up. There's abandoned attachments. We'll take that. All these lands go to the bottom. Probably for the best. And it would be a lot of damage, but we could draw a card now with Katara and put a counter on her. Let's not do that though. Let's get in with our first time flyer. Long time waster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana still left over to draw a card with Katara. Should have calculated that before we attack, but it's worked out for us this time. We can take 6 damage or we can chump with our 1/1. I think we'll take 6 damage this time. If he draws, he's tapping a lot of his creatures. All of his creatures, essentially. And a 1/1, okay. Alright, well, our turn to Watery Grasp on his Serpent is going to be nice. He doesn't have an Octopus form here either to cancel it. And do Are we going to try and race him here? Is that really what we want to do, or do we want to play a water bending lesson? Let's play a water bending lesson. Put a counter on our flyer. We're going to tap our card and tap our Kyoshi Battle. 3/4 is a good blocker. We'll stay chilling as we are the control player here. Play out our saga and pull ahead. Learn from our mistakes. Can't take too much damage here. He's got an Otter Penguin. Will become unblockable 3 damage. He is tapping all his creatures. We are going to be able to do a lot on the crackback here. 2, 4, 7, 8, 12. We'll go to 4. make him go to 3. Lost Days. Katara. That's alright. We don't need her. Alright, another swamp is fabulous. If we attack 3, 5, 7, 11, we die on the crackback, right? If he has anything. So, do this. I think hold up, it'll quench ya. It'll quench it, a lesson? Yes. So maybe we do want Brain Drain. And Azula Always Lies can kill his penguin. So let's hold up It'll Quencha and Azula Always Lies. Is this a lesson? It is. Okay, 3 unblockable. We can try and kill it now. I think it's better to take 3 and maybe try and Azula Always Lies when we can hold up counter spell mana as well. You wanna pair it. Okay, well. You can pay the 2 mana. I don't know where that's coming out. Prowess, firebending. Guess we don't want another creature to come out, so we just do that now. He can pay it because of his island. Silly. Oh, okay. Well, he lets us counter it. I don't think we want to put this back in his... I guess we do. Who is legendary? Octopus form, a flyer. We do want Octopus form to protect her. For 6 mana, so we can play 1, 2, Gran, and hold up Octopus form. So let's play the court official. Play Gran. Play Azula Always Lies here while he's tapped out. -1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chill out for one more turn. Abandon attachments, I guess, would be tossing our extra guru. If he doesn't do something that entices us to use octopus form. This is a tough one. Alright. Bigger. Journey. 3/3 is still not big enough to get through, but one more. And we would have to chump with our first time flyer. This is why maybe the counter was better on first time flyer. We're safer. Transform, he'll grow to be a 5/5. And we'll just take that. Here we go. Deadly precision on his. Let's play Messenger Hawk. Deadly precision on his Katara. Second Aku token. You know what? Sacking one of our 1/1s. Recreate it with our Kurit. Play Casting Fortune Teller. And hold up. Attacking in with our Fortune Teller and Corrupt Court Official, I think, is a good idea. So maybe, I think actually we don't play the Forecasting Fortune Teller there in hindsight. We hold up Clue Crack so that Messenger can block his one. And that is going to be unblockable. Unblockable lethal. What can we do? 3, 4, 7, 9, 10, 14, 15, 17. So he just needs to block a little bit. I think we just take this. Ooh, okay. Non-land card from the graveyard. What can we draw? Watery. Whatever. Okay, well, let's crack. I think we play swing out the team. Discard a swamp. And lose another game to playing. Not great, unfortunately. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12. Not enough with Octopus form. But maybe if Giant Koi is the only thing left, he has to sacrifice it. Not enough. Okay, he just needs to make Giant Koi unblockable and then we lose. Any spell would kill us with one there. Yep. Oh, what a grind fest. We took a long time. We're losing there. If we just played a little bit better, we win. So tough loss to see. Almost ran out of time on the timer as well. But this deck is still very powerful. The superior. Play first, for sure. And this is keeping it. It's not great. But if we hit a 2 and 3 drop, Guru can potentially hit our first or second best card in the deck. Probably our best card in the deck. Kurik. Guru has 2 lessons, or 3 lessons in hand actually, to start putting counters on stuff. Can't block with the Iguana Parrot here, and so we're going to get a counter card, and be able to play out Guru. Hopefully hitting the Saga. No Saga. Put the first time flyer and forecasting for Fortune Teller on the bottom of our deck. That at least gets us closer to our Saga, 5 cards closer. And we're still going to get 1/1 value off these 3 cards that are all lessons. As they put 1/1 counters. Probably our best. With the Sorry, I think he was trying to play Teo before the Iguana Parrot. So we can attack with both here. And I think only good things can happen. As he's tapped out. Okay, well. We pitch. Do we pitch our water bending lesson here? And play the Messenger Hawk? Guru. Bye, Tail. No messenger out. And now we've got momentum. We're on the beatdown, and he's probably going to have to tap out this turn to keep up on board, allowing us to do some funky stuff with Azula Always Lies. If he has untapped mana, we're not going to play around with Azula's Always Lies and try to win combat with the Messenger Hawk. But I assume he's looking at 8 to 10 power on board and thinking that he needs to play something out. Another tail. Did not attack with his Iguana Parrot first again. Oh, well, I guess he does, so he hadn't moved through combat yet. So now he'll put a counter on it. We weren't blocking anyways. Will we make a 2/5, or is he going to pump up his Iguana Parrot? He might actually do Teo since he... He'd still be in range of trading the Hawk when we pump into the crashing blue and drawing some other land. Okay, well... Katara can attack. Guru can attack. I don't know that there's anything instant speed besides 2 damage in red. So 3 power would not be enough to kill Teo. Let's still attack with Guru. If we do that, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can crack this clip. Here we go. Okay, trade 1 for 1 there, and now we throw out first time flyer. Get grain. One more lesson. Making stuff cheaper. And by stuff, I specifically mean non-creature spells. So it's kind of awkward. We spend our non-creature spells to make non-creature spells cheaper with grain. So we have a lot less non-creatures at the point where she's made them cheaper. And he uses Water Grave to tap down Katara, but we can still draw with her. 3, 6. I think that's what we do. We see what we draw first. We're gonna tap grain. Toss Guru if we get something that we don't want to toss beside. Oh, okay, yep, we'll definitely toss Guru. And Yayu, let's attack. Why not? He's got +3/+1, and we could still Octopus form. But ideally, we protect our Azula kind of usurper with it. Yeah, I think Guru can die here. Right? I mean, it's nice to protect you here, though. Because we also do this. I could not resist the mana efficiency. And it's possible we play Azula next turn. and can cast the card she exiles. Oh, Mythic Rare himself. Put X1/1 counters on him. He has Vigilance as well. He's gonna make Teo bigger, right? No way he puts it on one Chi. One Chi's big enough. Gosh, relax. Okay. Alright, let's see what we get here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can still water pen to draw a card after we play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess actually Katara's already tapped, so we're one short. My. Oh my. Jaded Edge. Alright, we're just gonna take 6 here. Combustion. I guess we just slam Teo. And the Iguana Pit. Combustion Man is a little awkward here, but we should be able to block him. If he gets 2 attacks off, then that's going to be rough. And we just take the damage to begin with, right? So if he kills a creature here, 5, 6. This is 6 toughness. He only gets to kill one of these guys. Four, 6. Does the Grand block also make sense if he has +3/+1? Biggest flyer, that makes sense. Another Combustion Man. Okay, well. grasp. Yes, please. Can't castate just yet, but he has 2 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 get through. 1, 2, 3, 5 damage. If he blocks Azula. And we have another blocker. We're giving him a flying blocker here, so. He could have something in hand, but I think it's worth taking this risk. If he just takes this damage, we're in a good position to just kill him. We just need to survive. So, he's going to be able to exile one of our permanents. But we have 2 flying blockers for 1 Shi. We can kill him on the crackback pretty easily. Because we just need 3 creatures. 1, 2, 3. I guess we have 3 1-power creatures. Besides Teo, who isn't really going to be a 1-power creature. But we have this to boost. If he has removal, we're dead. But our attack didn't change that with Azula. Oh. Decline. Decline. Take 4 damage. Decline. We have drawn a card there. Can we do that without tapping a land? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we did it. Yes. Okay. Well. We need that. So 1, 3 mana, 8 mana, 9 mana, 4, 7, 8. We do need that. Is it better to remove 1 Shi or is Giant play? So it doesn't matter how we do it. This is +1, this is +1. Whew! Species spicy. 1, 2, yeah. This deck is a grinder. It's, for all the power it has, the trickiness, like I said, is the lack of removal for their powerful stuff. So he's got Teo, he's got Combustion Man. Do we like quenching his big powerful stuff? I think we do. And I think we're cutting a water bending lesson for it. All right, here we go. Oh, 6 lands. Messenger Hawk. This is not keepable. We also need to take a mulligan. I guess we keep this and we pitch an island. We're on the draw, but maybe we can attack with Grand Grand. Pitch some of these. Helping our curve out a little bit. Alright, we will definitely attack here, pitch a swamp. Shut down our Grand Grand. He's got a water bender lesson of his own. It is very possible we get to a point where our It'll Quench becomes awkward, and he actually has 2 mana left over for his bombs. That being said, one of his bombs has an X cost. He hasn't seen a counter spell from us, so maybe he pays maximum cost for it. Let's Guru out here. Can you grab our Saga? Please. Okay, well, there's our It'll Quench Ya. The River Spirit and First Time Flyers are going to the bottom. Don't play your Al yet. I said only be for 4 here. But that's annoying because it also has Vigilance and Watery Grasp. Another Fauna Parrot. Well. We'll play the Hawk, hold up It'll Quench Ya, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good draw. You don't get a counter on Katara this way, but and he's aware of our It'll Quench Ya, so this is trickier. does he have another spell? Or is he... He's just gonna trade me? Oh. I see. This won't be our second card. Oh, except that Grand activates. I knew that. I knew that. I was testing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to be at 6 mana? I don't think so. Not bad enough to pitch one more playables. So he could play another spell, but if he does, I don't agree with it. I would have put the +3/+1, and that would have been enough. On the Iguana Parrot fighting our Hawk, and that would have been enough, and he would have been able to spend the rest of the mana to develop that ability. That also doesn't make sense, right? If he's 4/4 is big enough, he could have made the Iguana Parrot hit for 8. That being said, it looks like we are in a pretty bad position here. Azula, help us crawl back into this. Yeah, I don't want to lose to Iguana Parrots. He's got to give us Octopus form or the waterbending lesson here. I kind of almost hope that it's the octopus form. Blocking anything in there, so might as well capture it. Please don't have like a +3/+1 to kill us. One more land and we can Watery Grasp and shuffle his Iguana Parrot if that's all he's got. Actually, we don't need that. If Azula lives, we can use Firebending mana to shuffle after we attack. If we decide that's better than playing the Iguana Parrot. Combustion. Octopus form of our own. What do we do here? Iguana Parrot, hold up Octopus form, and Quenchia. What if we do Watery Grasp, shuffle with the creatures we got? Firebending to cast the Guana Parrot. Now we hold up. It'll flinch. I think that's the correct play. Mastupaku. Okay, species spicy. I think these blue-black decks will get higher win rates as we learn to navigate them better. You really have to be in for the long grind. Some of these games have really gone to the wire, and not only have we run low on our timer, but our opponents have run low. I mean, we can use this for water bending. I don't want to lose to some instant speed. When we have instant, it'll quench it up. So let's play the forecasting fortune teller here. Should Guru attack? Probably not. Some blockers. That out, we'll hold up, it'll quench it, and octopus form. We can also draw with Katara end of his thing, but probably won't do that. Okay, I think we're in a pretty good position now. And can play quicker. We're below 15 minutes on the timer. 13 minutes, yeah, and our opponent is also below 15 minutes. And this is just game 2. So, they're really noodling. These board states can easily become pretty complex with, you know, do you tap Grand or not? Do you try and play a card that Guru will pop? Or you pop the blue, water bending later on? So it'll quench you, he can pay for blood. 2-4. So it can block the master pocket. Now we'll be able to quench anything he does. So, pretty sure we won. So I was saying, like, clues add complexity because you can crack them to draw, but is that the right thing to do, or should you develop out the board? And should you be cracking them or saving them for water bending? I guess we don't need to, yeah, crack them here. We can continue to hold up. It'll quench you, and we win. So, oh, nice. That deck definitely had the potential to go 3-0. The lack of removal and just not totally 100% tight gameplay meant that we didn't win. But Azula and Kurik were so good. And Guru is a card I've avoided in red-blue, but with the number of lessons we had which were Octopus Form, 2 Water Bending lessons. I think Azula Always Lies is also a lesson. It was going to hit something, and more importantly, I feel is going to hit our Saga some percentage of the time, or at least get us 5 cards closer to it. So that's a pretty good game plan. If we had a bit more removal, I think this would have been a 3-0 with the level of playing we exhibited. But without it, 2-1 is there, and we'll tighten up as we play in the future. This is just a grind fest. This whole draft has been over 2 hours. So GG's. We'll see you in the next one.